lazy way of saying it. He says it like that. Say hi. Say yay. 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 Good job, Stinky. Good job, Stinky. Okay, well, welcome back to my vlog. For you guys who have been following me, hello to you guys who don't know who I am at all. It is currently 2:54 in the morning, and you're probably asking, why am I up? This is why I'm up. This is my life now. I usually go to sleep around 4 o'clock because this guy is not on a sleep schedule. He wakes up whenever he wants to. It's hard to put him back to sleep if he's not on my boob. Yeah, that's my life. So I thought around, well, from my experience with other babies, around about 4 or 5 months they started getting to a routine. Well, this one, he's not in like any other baby that I have ever met. Like, and I'm not just saying that because he's my child. No, he's like totally different. KJ is now 9 months old. As you could tell, he's gotten way bigger from the previous vlogs that I've uploaded. Like I said, I'll put some more clips of him doing crazy stuff, or pictures or whatever in here. He's trying to walk. He has just mastered crawling probably like 2.5 weeks ago. So he's crawling very, very well now. But while he was learning how to crawl, see, this is him trying to get down. You see this? You see this? You can't walk, boy. You can't walk. Yeah, so while he was learning how to crawl forward, he was also trying to learn how to walk. And so this whole like getting down over people's laps thing is weird to me because he doesn't do anything but sit there. So we'll just sometimes put him down and he just, you know, stands up on the floor like in between our legs and stuff like he's doing right now. Don't kick over my tripod. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, so it's been about 3 solid weeks since he's crawled forward perfectly. He is in pre-walker shoes with like the soft bottom shoes, but he's at like a size 6 in shoes. His left foot, I believe, is a 4, and his right foot is a 4.5. But the lady at the store said that, you know, when you stand them up, you want them to get a size that is a little bit bigger so that they have space for their toes. So she suggested a 6 because he has to grow into it, especially because he's not walking right now. And we're not trying to like let him start walking and stuff. Like I said, he's only 9 months old, and we're not trying to have him walk entirely too early. So we just try to keep him from crawling up on things and pulling up on stuff, and you know, just not yet, because I just want his bones and his, you know, muscles to be totally formed before we start the whole walking phase. And right now he's trying to get on my boob. That's another thing. He's really boob attached. So there are days when I'm trying to like put him to sleep, but he doesn't want to go to sleep naturally. So what he does is he tries to breastfeed until he falls asleep. The problem is that I'm his pacifier and I'm trying to unpacify him from my nipple, but it does not seem to be working. He is a fighter. He fought in the womb with the fibroids and all of that. He fought when he came out the womb, going into the NICU and them taking the breathing thing out of his mouth and his eyes just being wide open. So he's a fighter, which means he fights at night, like ferociously. He does not take no for an answer. Like, he'll fight until he's like tired, and I hate that. He'll fight until, like, you know, he's exhausted. Because like, what mom wants to hear their child like crying and fussing? And man, he's in my arms. Sometimes I have to put him down. Sometimes Kevin has to intervene and, you know, get the big dad voice, and he'll calm down a little bit. But for the most part, he just wants to fall asleep on my nipple, and I don't want him to. I just want him to nurse and then be good. So he's been kind of doing that. Like, if I nurse him while he's laying on the pillow, he'll get off and he'll, you know, lay to the side, find Kevin's back or arm, and he'll lay to the side and he'll fall asleep on his own. But if he's like in my arms falling asleep, it's hard for him to, I mean, if he's in my arms nursing, it's hard for him not to fall asleep on my nipple. And sometimes I have to like pull my nipple out of his mouth because he wants to just, you know, fall asleep on my nipple all day long. What else with him? His teeth have not grown back yet. Grown back. His teeth have not grown in yet. I'm still waiting for that. I don't feel any indication that they're coming in anytime soon. His hair, I just kind of gave up a little bit of like trying to get his hair to grow as much because because it's so fine and so thin, it breaks off pretty easily. But I have been putting like oil in it to keep it moisturized. Peppermint oil mixed with aloe vera. I've been putting that in his hair, or like argan oil, just to keep it from drying out, because I'm noticing like he has a lot of my texture. My hair dries out really, really fast. So I'm trying to keep his hair oiled so that it won't break off as easily like my hair does. Of course, he's sitting up, walking around, not walking around, but he's sitting up, crawling around the bed. He's been kind of sitting up by himself for a while now. Like, his stomach is actually smaller because he's using so much of his ab muscles when he's sitting up and crawling around. His granddad got him a playpen that he does not care for. He is very clingy, so anytime that I'm trying to like do something, he wants to see me, he wants to be on me and Kevin. So we're trying to get him to understand, like, you have to play by yourself, like play with the toys and stuff like that. What are you doing? Huh? Huh? Yes? Yes? Yes. Whoa. Hold on. You got hold on. You got hold on, Steve. But I don't know if the playpen, he just doesn't like it because it's kind of like slick. So when he tries to like grab, he's sliding. So we're gonna put like a blanket in there for him because the playpen is, the material doesn't like hold heat. So the floor of the playpen is really cold. And sometimes he's just in his undershirt and he's in there. So a lot of times his legs are freezing, or like his feet are cold. So I think that to keep him from slipping, I'll just put a blanket in there, and to keep him warm, you know, just put a blanket in there to get him to be a little bit more comfortable. I'm still very much pumping and breastfeeding throughout the day. I don't have any more stock left because it's just been hard to pump and get a consistent storage, because he's either awake when I'm trying to pump. This is his new thing now too. Yeah, finding out stuff. He also taught himself how to clap. I tried to teach him. I taught him like how to put his hands together last week, and then it wasn't even last week, it was the week before, and then like Friday, Saturday or something, he started like just randomly clapping, and then yesterday he started doing this mouth thing. So he's teaching himself stuff. What else was I saying? Oh, I don't have any storage because he's always like trying to feed like he is right now, or he's like awake when I'm trying to pump, and it's just harder for me to build up storage with him. So I just try my best to pump and put milk in the freezer when I can, but it somehow always winds up, getting depleted. So I'm trying to work on that again, just in case something happens to me. I want there to be something for him. Like if something happens to me and I'm like in a hospital or something for a couple of days, or if God forbid something happens and I can't pump for a long time, I want him to still have his milk because he is only 9 months and he doesn't like formula. So I am trying to be a little bit more consistent with that. Food wise, he doesn't care for baby food as much. Although the strangest thing is, I've seen him punish a thing of green beans, a container of green beans, but the boy won't like fruit. Like, he don't care for fruit like in baby food form, but he loves fruit, when we're eating it. He loves to try to eat our food, which of course I'm trying to like not get him to continue to do because of all the preservatives and sodium and sugars and stuff in our food. But it's been really, really hard because he just does not care to eat his food. I mean, I made him mashed potatoes and carrots for himself. If I'm not eating it, he don't want it. And so it's been a little bit difficult trying to get him to eat his own food. He does have like a lot of, not a lot of gag issues, but he has some gag issues where like I've given him fever medicine and he's gagged on it, swallowed it, but it's come back up. Like, he's thrown it back up twice. So I think he has some gag reflex, but like if he doesn't like something, it goes back up, which is crazy because that's how my life was. Like, if I don't like a food, it's going to come back up. If I didn't like mushrooms the first time I had mushrooms, it came back up. My dad made this horrible spaghetti macaroni crap when I was little, and I remember telling him I didn't like it, and he told me to eat it anyway, and it wound up coming back up like hours later, but it came back up. So KJ is like me in those aspects. He, as you can see, is a busybody. He's trying to get into everything, but also nothing at all. Like, if I put him down, all he's gonna do is just come back to me, and so that's his thing. Put me down so I could just sit in between your legs or stand between your legs. What else, Papa? He is in size 12 to 18 months now. He is a little thicker on the thick side. Yeah, hey. So some 12-month stuff he can still fit. Some clothing items he's in like 18 months, but it's too long. So I'm trying to find something else in between. But a lot of the sets that he's wearing have been just 12 months, top and bottom. There are some other sets where I don't know like the specific brands, but some, like I know like Old Navy stuff, he's fine with in 12 months. I just buy him a lot of like sweatpants and stuff because his belly sometimes is on over like the jeans and it looks uncomfortable for him. So he does have like a pair of jeans that I put on him, but the way it makes his stomach look, it look like it's like pressing up on his stomach. So I don't buy him jeans for right now, not until his stomach is a little bit flatter, or he's a little bit more lean when he, starts moving around more. So we're just wearing like sweats and matching outfits right now, or like he has like a hoodie set where the pants are a little bit bigger, so he has more space. But a lot of the matching sets that he has, the pants almost look like leggings on him. So I'm comfortable with that. I don't really want him to go into 18 months because they're just too long. That's the refrigerator. They're just too long for him, and I don't really want him to be like looking all baggy and stuff. So we'll see how, when he turns 1 in a couple of months, what his clothes will look like then. He likes to sing when we're singing. He likes to really mimic us. I have a video of him in church the other day, and of course when I start recording he didn't want to do it, but he sings when we're singing. In church he claps and he He makes like shouting noises, but like I said, I couldn't get it on camera because he just would not let me.
Anybody else? Come on, come on. Anybody else? I'm not being greedy. I'm just.
But he's definitely a parrot. He definitely mimics everything that we do. That's how he started waving. People at him at the grocery store was waving. So he started waving. Kevin started doing this little mouth thing, but like I said, this is like a week before, and then like a week later he starts doing it. So he's definitely like a parrot, I guess like a slow parrot. But he's trying to do any and everything now. I just can't believe he's about to be 1 in a couple of months. I feel like I just had him, but I also feel like, you know, time it's flying, but it's like slow at the same time. He does this thing where we're like, huh? See, he don't like to perform. And I tried to teach him this today. Can I kiss? Kisses. Thank you. Thank you, Papa. Thank you for my kisses. Thank you for my kisses. He has a 9-month appointment coming up on the 11th. So we're gonna see how much he weighs. I think he has like another booster shot that he has to get. But he, at his other appointment, that the doctor said that he was the size of a 1-year-old. Which I'm like, okay, I don't care. He's breastfed, so that's not a big deal for me. And especially because I know he's not eating solids, that I'm not doing anything, you know, I'm not overfeeding him. Especially, I know because he's not constipated. He's not like having irregular bowel movements. So I'm not tripping about his size right now. I think that he was just destined to be thicker because he came out skinny, but he plumped up at like 2 months old. So I'm not tripping about that at all. His nails grow back very, very quick. Like his hair may not, you know, grow back as quick, but his nails grow back very quick where I'm like filing them down every week. One thing I will say about the, I think this is a Gerber undershirt. These Gerber undershirts, he just got out of 3 to 6 month Gerber undershirts last month, if I'm not mistaken. This is a 6 to 12. Oh, 6 to 9 month Gerber shirt. So Gerber, if they made regular clothes, he could fit a lot of their shirts. Like, he still has like room in this. And all his other 9-month clothes he cannot fit. Like he has a 6-month hoodie from Old Navy that he can still fit. Old Navy has good like sizes. Like their sizes are beyond what I think they should be, but works for me. Like he's still in his hoodie that we wear almost every day. That's still fitting. It's not too tight. Like it's just getting to the snug part, but it's not too tight. And yeah, these Gerber clothes, like these Gerber shirts, they need to make some more of these. Right? Right, Papa? Right, Papa? Right, Papa? Alright, what's going on with me? Nothing. I'm back at work, still part-time. Still having my moments where, you know, I'm not mommy guilt so much, but just wanting to be around him all day, every day. Like I could be a housewife if I really wanted to, but I do have a passion for what I do, and I do have dreams. So I don't necessarily want to be a house mom, but I really do miss him a lot. I think because my everyday, almost all day, is with him. I think I've gone from him like maybe 6-7 hours. I think the most I've gone from him is about 8 hours, and that's only on one day. So like I have 7 days, I have 7-hour days, I have like a 5-hour day. So I don't really spend a lot of time away from him. And I think, of course, when I'm not around him, I'm just like, I just want you to come to my job and sit in another room with me. But I know I wouldn't get nothing done. But other than that, I'm feeling pretty good. My edges grew back. I got some fine little baby hairs growing on here. They're really like fine, and like I've never had my hair cut that low, so I never experienced how like soft and fine they would be and like wavy. So they finally came back probably like 2 months ago. My periods are great. I don't have any cramping when it comes to my period anymore. Though I would say that my period is way ruder than it used to be, because now it comes without a warning. So like, you know how your cramps will be your warning to like say that you're about to start your period, or not even that you're about to start, that you have started your period and you're about to bleed into your underwear. My period is like, hey boom, like the FBI or something coming through your front door. Just rude. So while I'm grateful that I don't have cramps, because I've always had bad severe cramping and bloating, like I don't have any bloating, I don't have any cramping, but I did wish that it would let me know when it's coming, because it's still irregular. I think the last time I was on my period, I was late by 8 days. So I never know when it's coming. I think it's starting to regulate, but I've gone like 2-3 months without a period since I've had him, and then it'll just come out of nowhere. Then I'll go like another 2 months without having it, and then it'll come out of nowhere. So this time I think it was only I think it came last month, and like the month before that. So I think it's trying to regulate, though it was off by like a week. So hopefully soon I can start to, you know, calculate when it's coming so I can catch it, because homegirl is rude. Very, very much so rude. Also, because I have like been up late at night, I've also been like eating late at night. So I kind of gained all the weight that I lost. I gained it back. I don't know if y'all could tell in my face, like if I look like how I did when I was pregnant, or like, I don't know, like right after I had KJ, you could tell in my face, like when I was vlogging, I lost weight in my face, but now I've gained it back. But in addition to that, I have also broken out on my face. I don't know if y'all could tell, but I got a couple of little, it's not as bad as it was when I was pregnant, but there definitely is some like pimples and stuff I've had, or like breakout marks, not even much pimples, but just like breakouts that I've had on my face. And like I said before in my previous vlogs, I don't break out. So this is how I know, like, this is just for me eating crap, eating ice cream and cakes, and it's the holiday season now, so I've been eating a whole bunch of bull crap, and so my face has been showing it. And I have been just using Dial soap and some Pond's cream, but last week this was like very, very dry because it broke out, and so putting a Pond's on it to moisturize it, I think I was putting way too much, and then they'll break out in like little pimples. So it was just too much. But now I'm starting to get like a regulation on my face again. Feels great to like get my skin back to where it was before. Hormones, man, are crazy. Other than that, I think I am good hormone wise. My hormones are doing whatever they want. Like, I'm not over emotional. I'm not you know, anything out of the ordinary, and that's kind of how my pregnancy was. So hormonally, I think I'm fine. I do have moments, of course, when I'm, you know, missing Kevin and KJ, but I don't feel like sadness, depression, or anything like that. I'm just grateful that I can still be able to breastfeed my son. I think he's grateful too. I don't have to substitute with formula. Because he doesn't like the taste of it, and I don't want to put him through that whole like getting used to drinking this milk that he's not used to when he loves like nursing from me. Anyway, I'm almost done, Papa. Okay, all right. But yeah, everything so far is good with me, good with him. He's growing well. He's on he's on schedule with the things that he's supposed to be doing. He knows his name. When I call him, he knows, you know, he looks at me, he looks at whoever calls him. It could be a random person. He's looking at them like, I know you said my name. He knows what come on means. I put my arms out and tell him come on, he comes on. Put my arms out in the stroller, he knows to raise his arms so he can get picked up. So he's very on point. He's very smart. He just ain't got no teeth. Which I ain't tripping, because the sooner he gets teeth, the sooner he gonna be biting. So he already kind of like pinches me with his gums. His gums are hard, but I know when he gets teeth, he gonna be mad, because I'm gonna be like, you gonna have to take these bottles at night, sir. At night. I do want to go to a doctor, a pediatrician, to see if I could do like a scan, just to see like what's going on with his brain, because he's not like tapping into that REM sleep without being disturbed. He doesn't just fall asleep and stay asleep. He does still wake up like every 30-40 minutes. I think this is what I was trying to say at the beginning of the vlog, that he definitely does still wake up every 30-40 minutes. Sometimes he's an hour in his bed, or I think the most I've seen him sleep was maybe almost 2 hours, but that was still interrupted. So I do want to see if there's something neurologically indifferent that's keeping him from getting into his REM sleep. So hopefully I could talk about that at his next appointment. And I think that's pretty much it. He's about to fall asleep now. He's tired. So I'm going to call it a night. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the little inserts and the clips that I put in here. And we'll talk to you later. You say bye-bye? No? You want to say bye-bye? That's what you say. You're getting tired, though. Say bye-bye. Look right here. Look. Say bye-bye. Bye-bye.